The 19th of April, 1955. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Docket News. The official weather forecast is here, with a promise of sunshine and temperatures rising into the low 70s tomorrow. The Chicago Cubs lost to the Milwaukee Braves today, despite runs from both Lloyd Merriman and Harry Cheedy. Reports alleging that a man with a metal arm attacked a small village in East Germany yesterday, but Agent Margaret Carter of the Strategic Scientific Reserve assures the situation is under control via her statement this morning. Mattel unveiled a new model car today called the Next-Generation Spearmint. It's no flip top, but it sure is pretty, and we'd like to invite you to a special viewing of this marvelous automobile. Welcome to the special viewing. So it took Mattel 4 years to release all of the Piston Cup stock car racers from Cars 1. That was 2006 to 2010. Now for Cars 3, they had doubled the amount of racers to release because not only did they have all of the new stock cars, but now they also had the next-gen racers as well. Now despite this seemingly insurmountable mountain of releases, Mattel eclipsed the rate exponentially of the Cars 1 releases, and they basically doubled it by releasing 15 to 17 new racers per year between both stock cars and next gens. Because of this rapid fire, they finished all the stock cars except for Apple, of course, by the end of 2018. But after that, everything slowed down immensely, especially, of course, with next-gen racers and, the new ones. So last year, I think we got maybe 4 or 5 new next gens. And this year, we're already 25% done with the year. And we've only gotten Jonas Carvers, the no-stall racer, leaving 5 more racers to be desired. Apple, Spearmint, Rev & Go, Vinyl Toupe, and Carbon Cyber. And so, as a wise man once said, don't send a boy on a man's mission. Mattel, you are the boy. I gotta do it myself, along with customizers. So thanks to customizers, we're able to get and fill in some of those missing spots and satiate our need for these next-gen racers, at least temporarily here. So I want to give a huge shout out to Wakho Customs, Henry Ko from Wakho Arts. Thank you so much for this amazing custom. I want to just shout this guy out, to all you guys. I highly recommend him. I'll put his Instagram and Facebook in the description below if you'd like to buy a next-gen Spearmint of your own. He has a ton of other customs. Perhaps you may have already seen some. Maybe you see some in the background. I can't really reveal everything, but check out his Instagram. Contact him. Commission him to do something maybe. Talk it out. Great guy. Jim Scavenger level customs here without a doubt. So any more rambling, let's just get into the video here. I'm really excited because Spearmint here is one of my favorite next-gen racers. And maybe it is because, we've waited so long to get him, and I just, I'm dying to see him as a diecast. But seriously though, his design is really unique. I love this metallic shade of blue. And now, maybe this is the reason why he hasn't been released yet, but he is barely shown in the movie. I believe he probably has the least amount of screen time along with George Nguyen, the next-gen leakless racer. So I'll put what I can find there on the screen. But yeah, he really does not appear a whole lot in the movie. So it's very difficult to design decals for this racer when, you don't have much to go off of. But Wakho Arts did a phenomenal job here. So let's just dive right into the review. So starting off here with his expression, very nice, very realistic. He did use a Thailand Rich mix-in for this custom because it is it's one of the only 2 racers that has the correct spoiler. So you can see Rich mix-in there, and Chris Roman is the other racer that has that kind of spoiler. On the hood there, you can see the Spearmint logo with the classic snowflake. I love that. I like how the snowflake kind of takes the entire hood there, and it has that metallic blue mixed in there. It just looks so good. The paint is just elusive to me. I love it. There's the grille and the headlights and the vents. I think he pulled these rims from Ryan Inside Laney, who has the kind of blue rims with the orange trim. So awesome job. They fit right in here. There are the contingency sponsors, Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon Fiber, and Synergy. Looking good. 93, of course, is his number, and that font looks perfect for the number. I mean, like I said, not much to go off of, but Henrico did a phenomenal job here by replicating that font. Same thing with the leaves over here, you know, on top of the snowflake. Again, that just looks so cool. You can see it's like a two-tone type of deal there, with one being in the shadow and then the other one being white, or the other side. There are the exhaust pipes, which are engraved. On the roof, you have 93 again. Roof flaps, and of course these kind of darker blue, blackish stripes that lead into a little pattern here in the back. The spoiler doesn't have any decal on it, but that is accurate to the movie, which is kind of strange though. I'm surprised they did not have any decal on the spoiler. There's the gas cap. On the back here, you can see Spearmint 93. Taillights. Probably should have had some rookie stripes on the back here, you know, as all the next gens do, but maybe he's like Tim Treadless. I don't know. Very, very nicely done. And here is the base. I'm, you know, not a huge customizer. I've barely made any customs myself, so I wouldn't know how to go about, you know, even starting a custom like this. I don't know how to even describe the process, really. I just love to buy them from so many people. I love supporting the custom community because we want people like that to do the stuff that Mattel is not man enough to do, or at least not yet. I do feel like Mattel will eventually make these remaining racers, but who knows? It may not be for a long, long time. So I'm super grateful to have this custom here. And of course, like I said, some of those other ones may be coming soon in the future. So now let's show a little bit of the Spearmint Dynasty / Legacy. Now, fortunately for Ernie Gearson, he raced from Cars 1 to Cars 3. Yeah, that's right. These two are the same character technically, even though they really look nothing alike in terms of body shape. But I guess one can assume that Spearmint got very much so damaged in the first Cars movie, and he had to kind of rebuild himself using plastic surgery or whatever. So we're going to go with that explanation. But I am a huge fan of the Cars 3 Ernie Gearson here. Just love the expression there. It's so unique. No other stock cars have an expression like that from Cars 3, so I really like it. But that's not to say that the original here is not a classic, because I just love the simplistic blue and then the green leaves on top of there with 93. White rims. In Cars 3, he had white rims with blue trim. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, which Spearmint racer is your favorite out of the three here. So you can see how it kind of transitions from this just typical blue to more of a metallic cyan, and then removed all green entirely just to focus more on the snowflake and the leaves design. Very interesting to see how the logo evolved here. Spearmint or Spearmint. It's hard to kind of decipher which they mean. A lot of people thought like it was Spearmint there, but here it's not really Spearmint. And then here it's definitely not Spearmint, so I'm going to just go with Spearmint. I don't know, the O might have just been for decoration there. So yeah, really cool to see the evolution here of these racers. Sustain the number 93 all the way throughout. It's too bad they didn't have any green on the next gen here, but I do understand why, you know, to just simplify it as a lot of the modern branding type things do, and just kind of focus on Spearmint, you know, the idea of the product itself. Simpler sometimes might be better. So I love this design here that Mattel did, or that Pixar and Disney did, my bad. Mattel's done jack squat so far in terms of the next-gen Spearmint. Alright, so that's all for the racers. Now let's bring in the crew from Cars 1. So that is right. Ernie Gearson did get a little bit of a team back in 2008 and 9 in a 3-pack. This guy, and this guy were all released together. And so this year is Ernest B. Rakes, the crew chief. And he was also released as like an Easter egg basket type of deal. And I actually talked about this in my last video because of the Shiny Wax crew chief Senior Trax is in the exact same boat as him. And then this here is Piccolo Perry, one of my all-time favorite pitties released. I love the expression. I love the name. I just love the simplistic design of having that circular logo there with the leaves. No writing whatsoever. That is just so cool. And he's so rare, too. Only being released in 2008 and 9 in a 3-pack. So, yeah, Ernest B. Rakes is a little less rare because he's had a couple more releases with the egg. So weird to describe it like the egg. He was released in an egg. Awesome stuff here. So not a huge team, not like bumper save or anything, but still a decently sized team. Now, because the Pity was released in a 3-pack and not as a single or in a 2-pack, I don't know how they decided, but I guess back then, if you were in a 3-pack, you did not get any accessories if you were a Pity. You were counted as a full car, and we paid the price. But yeah, so because of that, there was no toolbox, no tires. So 4-Wheel Drive 7 made this custom toolbox for me a couple years ago, as he did with Shiny Wax and No Stall and a few others that I've shown before on my channel. So great job here. It's great to have this, just as like a background piece to pretend that Mattel actually did their job when really they didn't. So yeah, that is it for Team Spearmint here. Let me know in the comment section below which is your favorite. And before we close out here, I do think it's fitting to show Cam Spinner, the triple dent racer, in comparison, because both are apparently like mint/gum companies. I feel like Spearmint's more of a car freshener, like a deodorant type of thing, whereas triple dent is actually gum for cars, gum for humans, as the Easter egg and Inside Out suggests. And then he's also, just gum for cars. But Spearmint's here is more so of a air freshener, deodorizer. And both do kind of have similar designs. This has got those stars there instead of snowflakes and kind of like an ice type of deal. But then that looks like a leaf to me. I don't know. I feel like it's more supposed to be ice or like a mountain. It's hard to decipher there. Another thing I wanted to say is that this guy, as you guys probably know, does not have a name yet. He is currently unnamed. And so let me know in the comments, what would you name the next-gen Spearmint here? And maybe if we get enough support on it, Mattel will listen to us and name it accordingly. And then, wouldn't that just be the coolest thing ever? Like, if you get a name out there so popular, and then Mattel's like, we just have to name him this, because if we don't, nobody's going to know who it is. I think that'd be the coolest thing ever. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks again to Wakho Arts for the amazing Spearmint custom here. And since you watched to the end of the video, you get to see what the next special video will be on. And it indeed is on the next-gen Rev & Go Racer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you on Tuesday for another one. Bye now.